Hello and welcome back to CK2 with our Government Companion. You might notice there's a little bit of rollback in time. I had a hard crash. My entire system just locked up all of a sudden. Don't know why I did that. Bit of a scary, but it might be because it's very warm in here. My PC is not the best in cooling. Let's give it a... I've got an AMD graphics card. That should say enough for a lot of you. They're powerful cards, but they are a bit of a heat generating card, and it's still running stock cooling. So I'm still looking for a new GPU, but currently my eyes is on a different kit that I am. This surrender good. I am actually looking for. Buying a new motherboard, CPU, and RAM package, which will gonna cost me a lot of cash. That should solve a few things. It should also improve a lot, actually, the ease of recording for me. It will enable a couple of features like QuickSync, which is apparently the magic thing that's Intel and OBS combination, blah. I don't really understand much of it, but apparently it's magical, and friends of mine that have been using it they basically claim that it's magic in an Intel CPU. Currently I can't make use of it. Why? Well, I don't have a motherboard that has a VGA output system, which I never thought I would need, since I just run my own GPU graphics cards. Right, I don't run on the onboard system. Apparently that's something you need, so now I need basically a motherboard to do that, but with my current setup that's impossible, basically, because the motherboard, well, it's not impossible, but a motherboard that I could use for it with my current hardware will cost me about 150 euros, and that's too much for just a motherboard for me. So yeah, I'm basically saving up some money to buy a new kit. I'm having a very nice i7 6700K average motherboard, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. Sounds like a very good baseline little power processing system, and then I need a long time to probably buy a GPU, a new one. But hey, once it's all done and bought and paid for, I'll finally have a system again that is a bit more up to snuff. Okay, so this might sound like the biggest problem ever. I have a relatively powerful system, to be honest. I run a i7 2600. I've got 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM, which just runs, I believe, 1666 megahertz. So it's fast enough. I've got a 5970 HD ATI graphics card, which is perfectly capable of doing almost anything. Yeah, I cannot run the latest games on the ultra highest graphics 4K resolution bullshit, besides the fact that I don't have a 4K screen, but yeah, know what I mean. It's I want more. It's basically the entire reason behind it, and I can sort of afford to do it. And I haven't done an upgrade in like 3 or 4 years, so yeah, I had the time to save up some money. So yes, I want to do more because I can. Also, I want to future-proof my system a little bit. Though the CPU upgrade is mostly a lot of cash for very little actual performance increase, it just enables a plethora of features that I want to use. A raw processing power, especially for gaming, the upgrades are about 10%, I believe, but I actually do a lot of rendering work, also physics rendering, video rendering, photo rendering, a lot of rendering, actual just, raw calculated power, which is really, really amazing if you have a very quick CPU. And I can't overclock mine. I can, but it's finicky. I've got a locked, my core multiplier is locked or something wrong. It's complicated, I don't understand most of it to begin with. So let's not go into those details. Just long story short, I have a I've got a locked CPU, which I'm so overclocking also overclocks a lot of other stuff at the same time. That's what I understood of it. I think that's what goes for most of it. That's what I understood of it. Doesn't mean I understand it. Alright, anyway, back to the game. And that's about me and my hardware plans. I wanna do the upgrade. I think it's gonna be useful. And then hopefully my GPU will survive up till 2017, and then I might invest in the new Nvidia or AMD series that will come out around December this year at the earliest, as far as I know. Because I think they will be awesome, and they will be actually a genuine upgrade for once over the previous brothers and sisters. Because keeping with the topic of hardware and not with the game at all, sorry. In the last quite a few years, there hasn't been that much of a true leap in technology forwards. 1 second here. Stand down. I'm still used because I started gaming when I was very young, actually. Oh yeah, we go. I started gaming when I was still young, so that's about... I bought my first PC when I was 9 years old, and that is 18 years ago. So that's about that's it in 98, somewhere along there. So basically, that was a period of time that about every 2 years, your system was so far outdated that you actually needed to do a proper upgrade. And every upgrade that you did, around €1,000 or your equivalent, you actually noticed that a significant change in speed, where you were running your game at 30 to 40 FPS, you just all of a sudden went to 120. That amazing increase, you haven't had something along that ridiculous as that in the past. I don't know how long, but a very long time, I think. Can we win this actually? Am I leading this? Yeah, okay, then we can win this. So, my current processor is, I believe, about 4 to 5 years old already, and with the newest generation that I can dump in this, I will only make about 10 to 15% performance increase profit, which is very little in what I'm used to. And it's just so weird to not have the, oh my god, I'm at least tripling my performance right now. Okay, so a lot of people actually blame the consoles for that. It's not the consoles, trust me. It's not helping, I'll give you that. It's definitely not helping, but it's not the consoles are not to blame here. What is to blame is the fact that we've gone very small, and we can't go much smaller right now. If we go a lot smaller, we run into trouble where electrons can pass through the transistors and start, you can't measure them actually anymore. That's the problem. They pass through the gate instead of going actual through the gate, if you know what I mean. Quantum physics becomes a problem basically. So there's a lot of optimization that can be done, but actually going smaller, which was what we used to do, is very, very difficult. So as much as I understand of it, look, I'm not an expert on hardware, far from it. But we more or less optimize the current systems we have and develop new methods of attaining speed and just going smaller and smaller and just sticking more transistors in the same amount of space, because that's what we used to do. Get more calculated bits in the same space is a increase of power. It's no longer the way it works. Still, considering our mobile phones have more calculative powers than our PCs had 10 years ago. It's ridiculous. It is utterly ridiculous. And I love that. I truly do. I think it's amazing how much power we have managed to put in these small devices. It's just the high end hasn't moved that much. The low end has really, really moved a lot forward. I don't think enough people truly appreciate the true force of what we're looking at here. We're looking at ones and zeros being translated to you watching me play a video game which is very complex, and that's actually displayed and rendered in real time. It's amazing. I'm always slightly flabbergasted with the amount of stuff we actually do, and I don't think, especially the younger generation, really appreciate what you've got in what this tech can do. Sorry, just having a moment of awe here for myself. But it's amazing if you consider that in 100 years this has developed so incredibly far. And I'm saying 100 years because the first, I believe, the mechanical computers is around 100 years old by now. A bit less. Alan Turing, if I believe, was the first computer ever built, the man who built the first ever true computer. Which was fully mechanical, there was no electrical anything behind it, and now we have a small Python what do you call these crap? You got these small chips you can buy these days, very cheap. You can basically use them to do whatever basic programming boards. What are they called again? Raspberry Pis. They already consist, and this is the size smaller than a credit card, right? And they're $15 or something. They're very cheap these days. At least there's a version that's very cheap. It has more processing capabilities than we had than the computers, I believe, that were used to calculate the space landings and stuff like that. You know, you've got more processing power in your phone than was used to calculate the space landings. It's ridiculous. I think the human race has never technologically jumped as much as we did in the past 100 years. It's insane. Technical computing just changed the face of the earth in such a dramatic way. You might notice that I'm waiting for claims here, and I'm trying to keep the conversation rolling, because this war is not that engaging. Technology amazes me in so many ways. What are you gonna say? I don't know. Perhaps it's because I understand so little of how it actually works. I know the basics of it, but I don't know the ins and outs and the intricate details about it. But it's just so amazing that what we can do with it, the good and the evil and the creative. With computers, you know, you've got people that are completely emptying out bank vaults because they figured out some leak or a backdoor into a system, and you've got people that, build games like these, which give us immense amounts of hours of entertainment, which uses the same system that launches a nuclear missile, calculates its path, and wrecks an entire city. Is the same. That is what we use. The basis of it. It's not the exact same coding, of course, but it's the basis of it is exactly the same. And I'm a modeler and an animator myself in my free time. So the fact that I can manipulate something in 3D world without actually having a physical object in front of me, just through the sheer power of processing, makes me glad to be alive. And I wish I could live forever just to see where this technology goes, what's the future that it will bring inevitably. If you'd ask me, would you want to live forever, I would say yes immediately, even though I would know the consequences of leaving everybody you love behind. And I wouldn't even mind just not being able to interact with the world, but I just want to know where we end up. Right? I want to see what amazing stuff we're going to discover. I want to see what's in the future. That's all I really want to know. Oh, we've got some people. Can we sell these undead thingies into slavery? That would be funny. We got 62 prisoners. Oh my fucking Christ. Can I sell you into slavery? Oh hell yeah, I can. Or not. Was she too young? If I cannot sell them into slavery, this is gonna be a... Oh yeah, I can sell most of them. Oh my lord, I have such an ridiculous amount of money. If I get 50 for nearly all of them, that's still 3k cash. Oh, this war is... Oh my god, oh my lovely. Oh my... Okay, I'm gonna do this off screen, not right now. We're gonna... Well, we're gonna make a lot of cash. Oh my fucking god. My dwarven brain is really here sitting like, oh my god, that's such an amount of cash. It's gonna be amazing. And you're right, brain. It's gonna be amazing. The sheer amount of moolah we're gonna get out of this is gonna be, ooh, baby. It's gonna be good. Oh, there's tax income here? Oh yeah, I'll take it. If there's tax income. Don't really want to increase this much more, but yeah. Oh my god. I love it. But yeah, we're living in an amazing era, and I hope that I wish that people would harmonize a bit more instead of having all these silly, angry things and people. That's a very not nice way to describe a lot of stuff going on right now. I don't like becoming political, but I just don't understand the hatred of some people towards one another. It just doesn't click with me at all. It seems like such an effort for something so, in my mind, trivial. Oh, that event's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do a lot of this selling right now. Why? Well, because it's gonna lessen this little event. Fine, good. Yeah, honey, the amount of money I can get out of you is just gonna be ridiculous. Sell you into slavery. Okay, so you have literally no stats. That means that you'll be sacrificed. 100 gold. 100 gold. Another 50 gold. Another 50 gold. And another 50 gold. And another 100 gold. Let's go into the roulette if you're complaining. These things are immortal, so I don't really need to worry about the health risk of putting them in there. Another 100 gold. Oh my god, that's just, the gold is, oh my god, it's just so much. Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love the amount of gold that I'm making right now. It's insane, baby. Ooh. It truly is insanity. Upgrade here and there, let's build some stuff, I guess. Up the castle walls there. Hell, we can even build up here. You know what? Why the fuck don't we just do that? Why don't we just build up a little bit? Just that little bit. Oh, we got a legalism 5. Nice! That's what I needed. To up this centralized... Ooh, baby! Oh my, 250 gold, 75 gold. Oh my dear god. We're making so much money. It is almost ridiculous. Almost. It's completely... Oh, that's just what I needed. Just what I needed. Ridiculous amount of cash. Oh honey, you have no idea. I'm not gonna piece you this one out. I'm not gonna let you out. You're so fucked. She is gonna hate the living shit out of me for the fact that I sold her entire nation to slavery. I don't know, he's keep buying these guys, but who wants an undead servant? I don't know, but we're selling them. We're having a big bazaar tomorrow. We'll be selling all your undead slaves right here, right now. They are completely free of any undead issues. They are mindless drones that will do your bidding. Come on, come on. Witness the biggest slave selling event of this year. With just undeads. These undeads have been freshly procured from the lands of Labara. I don't know why I'm going for an American telethon thing, but hey, it works. Now, with that, I don't want to say that the Americans were the only ones that were doing stuff with slaves. The entire world was doing stuff with slaves. I do think the Americans had the biggest war over slavery. I actually don't know that for sure, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But I'm selling a crap ton of people. Look. I'm not keeping slaves myself. I actually am. I've got like 12,000 slaves somewhere hidden away here, but not me, but the character. Yeah. What the hell would I do with 12,000 slaves? Where the hell would I be able to hide 12,000 slaves not being one of the most wanted people in the world? Well, that would be funny, really. Imagine, right? This would be a very weird thing to imagine, but imagine that some gamer, YouTuber you know very little about, but is relatively known somewhere out there, is actually in his spare time one of the biggest criminals that the world has ever seen. That would be fucking hilarious. That would, like, PewDiePie would be one like the most wanted list. Imagine that you know nothing about PewDiePie, nothing. You don't know his face, his real name, or where he's from. Besides the fact that you can hear where he's from, but yeah. Imagine that he would be like this big ass drug dealer, I don't know, something like that, human trafficker. That'd be fucking hilarious. When someone goes out, the most famous YouTuber in the world apparently is a big drug dealer. He's on the most wanted list of America. That kind of stuff, that would be funny. So many people would... I know, why okay, that's my kind of humor, because it just creates this big ass what the fuck moment. You know, a lot of people that... I like the reaction that people would have if that happened, you know. If a very famous person turns out to be one of the biggest scumbags in the world, the amount of what the fuck going on in the world at the same time is just gonna be hilarious. Speaking of hilarious, we got our claims. I'm gonna end this war. Can I? Let's finish these final few sieges. And this is the capital, is it? Yeah, I'm gonna wreck the capital. Just wreck it. I wanna see what I get for taking over the capital. Oh, just look at these defenders melt. Look at the attackers melt as well. It's not really much there, is it? Okay, so offer peace. We'll enforce our demands. Alright, yeah, you can go back. The amount of money we have right now is ridiculous. Okay, so we need to wait for our armies to fully reinforce, and after that is done, I am gonna declare... Oh, Stumpy, did you just change color somehow? How did you do that? Must have had a reason, I guess? Doesn't matter. Okay, so we got our 4 claims. I could go for the... Okay, so I'll do this. I'm actually not gonna wait for it. I'm just gonna wait for our army to fully be resupplied back up to full force. I don't, it might actually already be at that, but you know, just to be sure. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. Oh, I can't wait. The amount of money we're having is just ridiculous. Alright. While we're waiting for that, let's keep on selling some of these undead to slavery. Alright, I'm actually gonna end the video here. When we're back, I would have sold everybody into slavery. It's just 16 more, but you know, just you don't need to watch at the same time. I will most likely we can actually already go. So yeah, when we're back, we have a little bit more money and we're going to go to war. I want to thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Have a very good day. Bye bye.